Three, two, one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's another episode of I Was Just Thinking podcast. As always, you got the phenoms, John Farmer, James Wilson. And for anybody that is new to the channel, we thank you for watching. We hope you entertain. Hit the like, hit the comments, tell us what you think. Give us a question that you've been thinking, so we'll bring it up on the show. But yeah, as always, let's do that.
What you been thinking, man? You been thinking?
Oh. Hello. Give me 1 second. Let me rerun that.
Fine.
Huh?
All right. You've been thinking some shit apparently, because you come in here all quiet and pondering, like a philosopher.
Philosophizer,
like,
man.
Why?
Remember in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? He was a great philosophizer.
Yeah.
Socrates.
Socrates, man.
You know, I've been thinking, and I was listening to some people, and they were talking about they went over to a friend's house, and the friends, would stop them at the door and make them take the shoes off.
Ah.
And it wasn't like Japanese, it was somewhere here. I think
they were white people. Can you believe it?
God damn white people doing it.
So was it a nice house?
Well, I guess it is. I mean, they didn't.
Probably was a nice house.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we do that at my parents' house when we
really?
go. Yeah, we take off the shoes. I remember Chris's parents' house back in the day. Yeah, you had to take your shoes off. Everyone else was cool with the shoes though, but it was just those two places you absolutely had to take off your shoes when you come in the door.
Well, I wonder, they could give us an option. Take your shoes off and wear the shoe booties. I had to wear them when we were working at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We would, once they put the carpet down, because in Arthur Blank's suite, he had this carpet is I don't know, a ridiculous amount of per square foot. And, so when we were building it, we had to put on shoe booties once they laid the carpet and everything. So
yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, so people who demand no shoes should just keep shoe booties by the door now and give people that option.
Yeah.
You know, some people have smelly feet. I got some family members with smelly feet. Do I have smelly feet? I wear flip-flops a lot. And I'd expect people to tell me, yo, your breath stink, or yo, you got smelly feet.
Yeah.
Or I smell your ass from here, John.
I smell your way. Oh, man, we were in,
So I hope it's okay.
Yeah. No, I don't smell anything. I did have this pair of shoes one time when I was a kid. We bought them, it's a little bit lower than Family Dollar type store in Fort Valley, Georgia. And they bought me, the hot thing back then was the fat tongues on the front of the shoe.
Yeah.
Like the big tongue, and you had it hang down a little bit. So they bought me, I wanted some Nike pumps or whatever, so I had the basketball in the front you could squeeze.
Nice.
But they bought me some cheap ass knockoff that didn't have anything on it. It was just a freaking shoe with this big ass, larger than normal.
Bummer.
But I rocked them. But the thing is, I don't know if something in the shoe was counteracted with my foot sweat or something. But I was sitting in glass. I was like, what the fuck is this smell? Then later on, I was like, oh. I took them home. I said, I can't wear this. You goddamn will wear them. I was going to smell this shit. They took a couple days, but I got to.
Damn.
They let me just wear it.
That sucks. They had to cheap out and get you the knockoffs.
Yeah.
You know, my parents did a lot of that too back in the day. They wouldn't buy me the clothes I wanted, so I would have to get pants, have to get them roll them up on the legs all the time. I wear clothes I didn't want. If I ever have kids, I'm going to let them wear what they want. It's like, son, if you want to wear Jinkos and a chain wallet, you go right ahead.
I know some people that
But if
wore
my
Jinkos
mom
with a
let me
chain.
wear whatever I want, I probably would have definitely tried the Jinkos in middle school. Like 6th, 7th grade would have been that phase. But, dude, I never was able to, like, dress how I wanted till, I guess, high school. But if I have kids, I'm going to buy them the good shoes.
You shall wear
the Air Jordans.
I don't know. I mean,
no knockoffs. No going to shoe carnival.
Now we just
We're going to the mall.
went to the official Nike.
At the out.
Yeah, we would go to the outlet, but
Yeah,
we
there
just
you go.
now got to where we're buying our oldest real Nikes. Well, just one pair, and we just did it one time so far.
I myself prefer Adidas.
I do like.
I used to go through the classic Adidas all the time when I was a kid. You know, I'd get the ones with the blue stripes.
Yeah.
Next, I'd get the blue with the white stripes or the white with the camo stripes, and I would just switch it up every few months.
Yeah.
I love my classic Adidas. I should start doing that again.
Pumas. I used to like Pumas too. Adidas and Pumas.
Pumas. Right on.
But do you think, though, with getting back to, I mean, I guess everything you step on throughout the day is attached sort of to the bottom of your shoe. If it's a 5-second rule, there's nothing. But I mean, is there less worry of like a foot fungus? You know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So you're asking, what are you asking again? The less chance of foot fungus growth.
Yeah, so if people make you take your shoes off, like, do they, like, oh, here's a pair of little socks for you or something? Like, I don't know, I've never, but what did they do when you went over to, did you go barefoot or were you in socks?
We just walked around in our socks, man.
Oh, okay.
Slid on the hardwoods.
Man, you can walk around and rub your feet. You ever do that? Rub your feet real hard?
Not since I
On
was
carpet?
12.
Yeah, well, that's about when we would do it.
That was about the height of it right then. I remember a Family Guy once they did the bit where his friends come over and Peter's just like, you don't have to take your shoes off. Our house sucks. It's like, that's true. Like at our old house in Lawrenceville, nah, you don't have to take off your shoes. But my parents' new house here, it's like 5 bedrooms or so yeah, something like that. Hardwoods, big foyer. You're like, yeah, you're gonna need to take your shoes off. I'm sorry, but yeah, I guess it all just depends. But all depends on the quality of house.
Yeah. Like walk up to a trailer and say, you know what, I ain't taking my shoes off no matter what.
Yeah, you walk up to like
Fuck
a
these
rundown trailer, like, there's all the kinds of shit outside.
Yeah.
That would be ironic if they're like, hey, can you take your shoes off? Thank you. It's like, why? My feet are going to, like, catch
I'm going to
something.
throw these socks away. But
yeah, for real.
I have to throw my socks away for walking around in this fucking place.
Oh, man.
But
I guess it just depends.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Yeah.
You got any midnight thoughts keeping you up at night?
Man, I do. Always thoughts running.
I do.
Something, I don't know what got me thinking about this, but the question, I guess, is have you ever tried to break up a fight? And not just like somebody you didn't know. Let's say you were in a bar, you just went to a bar by yourself, and you were like, hey, have you ever tried to jump in and... one time, I guess you could say, yeah, I was forced into it by the other James. Me and the other James went to some house party, and this one guy got in a fight with this other guy, and James broke it up.
Then he pushed the one guy towards me and was just like, stop them from fighting. So James made the one guy leave while I just held the other guy back. He had a bloody nose. He thanked me later. He's like, bro, you maybe stopped me from doing something crazy. And it was all just because James was like, John, do this. Like, hold him back. I'm like, oh, God damn it. And I was just, like, full of shit. I was drunk, and he was like, I gotta go fucking kill that guy. And I'm like, dude, you gotta let it go, man. And I'm just like, at the same time, I'm just rolling my eyes like, son of a bitch. How did I get into this shit? That was the only time, but honestly, dude, I don't think I would. Maybe if it's a couple of my friends.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's at my house. But I don't think I would break up a fight anymore. I want to slip a disc or fall down or some shit. I'm 35. I got the body of a 45-year-old.
Got the body of a 45-year-old.
So that was only the one instance. I don't know if I would do it again. Especially if, like, I was, like, not with James and he didn't force that upon me. I would have just been like, oh, they're fighting here. Come on. We're all having a good time.
I got 10. You got 10 on the honky.
But have you ever had to break up a fight? I'm sure you have at some bars in your Army days. Anything like that?
No, I mean, really, it's been a couple of times. That's it.
Just a couple?
Yeah, it really wasn't...
casual?
Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't that much ruckus, in the Army or anything. As far as outside, I did. Oh man, I was in the barracks one day, and my roommate says, "Well, this black dude from Texas was," and I mentioned black dude because we were in upstate New York, and up there,
they are more hillbilly crazy than like Kentucky and shit.
Yeah.
Like
because they tried to claim to us while we were sitting there.
Some people wouldn't expect that because of New York City, but that's like the southern tip, and like you drive 30 minutes north, it's all woods until you get to freaking North Pole.
They are rednecker then.
Yeah, I've seen out there a lot of Bigfoot sightings too. I've noticed. Check that out.
Expedition Bigfoot.
Destination unknown.
Yeah, I love that show, man.
But go on.
So I mentioned that because the one guy was like, one time, he was like, oh, well, we really don't have that much racism up here. I said, you're all fucking white. Of course there's some racism. The Mexican restaurant is full of white people. Everybody needs... So, yeah, well, so he was out and went to this little party and went out to this place, and I guess a couple dudes that were like throwing some slang at him, and then just beat the hell out of him. He comes in at 3 o'clock in the morning. Our first sergeant's with him, he came into the door. This dude had a neck brace on. I mean, his face is like bruised up. He was like fucked up. But yeah, he's why weren't you in it? I mean, he starts yelling. The first sergeant starts yelling, why weren't you in mine? I said, where the hell were you tonight? I said, I've been in the room all night, First Sergeant. Of course, you jump up.
The Sarge asked that?
Yeah.
He's like, well, sorry, Sarge, I didn't go drinking at the bar. I was right here polishing my boots. It's like, well, damn it, someone should have went back. Yeah, that sucks, dude.
But, yeah, he came back, but he went there by himself.
Yeah.
And they just say, well, who he said, he's like, who invited this? And then he started...
Man, that's fucked up. You should have just been like, your ancestors fought in the fucking Civil War, dude. Like, I guess I guess I'm not surprised, but it sounds surprising. Like, that's a northern state. They're very northern up there.
Yeah.
I thought, like, only the South was racist.
No.
But it's pretty much everyone. Pretty much every race is racist.
It's universal. It's universal.
So, like, did y'all go bash these dudes?
Nah, he didn't even.
What happened after that? He just felt bad because he, like,
because he was
got
like,
jumped?
Yeah, that was it. I mean, he didn't mention.
So you failed to break it up because you were not there.
Because I was sitting there getting smashed in the barracks room by myself. I was watching movies, freaking I didn't feel like going
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
And you're always with a roommate too. So when it was every now and then, you're like, "Hey, man." I mean, most of the time
That
you
sucks,
go.
dude.
But I did have this one friend though. We were in high school, and these two chicks were there. Start getting off the bus, and they no 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 no. And it was our stop too. They're arguing at the door, so he just walks in between them like this. They're like trying to swing. He's getting hit, and he's just pushing. He said, "Y'all just shut the fuck up." And like walks through.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, in middle school, not here, in my middle school in Lawrenceville, Gwinnett County. Yeah, there would be fights all the time. It was usually between girls.
Yeah.
But hey, dude, they still fucking brawl, dude. They're still, someone's getting bloodied. But yeah, it was very common. And then I moved here. It's like no one was starting shit. There's still plenty of redneck assholes though, but you know that happens.
It happens. But there was, speaking of middle school, there was this dude, and he jumped in. He yelled at this black dude. He's I don't give a fuck, man. My dad is at the KKK, and everybody, ooh. I mean, because I'd never heard anybody. I mean, it's not as like
that's not a brag, but I guess to dumb shit is it is.
I mean, living up in New York, everybody's like, oh, did you know anybody at KKK? I was like, it's not as prevalent as you think. The only time I ever heard somebody mention that they knew somebody, it was that dude right there. And it was at middle school, and nobody he talked to this dude, and he got his ass beat. In gym class, they say, hey, y'all just stand by the door. That one dude went over the top. I mean, this guy's getting fucking battered in the bathroom. I was like, all right, well, you know what? There went ever mentioning.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll remember seeing that dude ever again. He might have moved schools or something, but yeah.
This one time in 7th grade, we were doing nothing, and I just like randomly got a nosebleed, just out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh shit! And the teacher's like, go to the clinic, clean yourself up. And I was walking up, and I was just like walking up the hall, and this line of children my age.
Yeah.
We're just all like, oh, we got his ass kicked. He got his ass beat. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I swear. If I was in a fight, some other guy would be bleeding too. Trust me. And they're like, oh, you got your ass beat.
Yeah.
Everyone thought I got in a fight. I did not expect that to happen.
Yeah.
And I was just like, shit.
Damn it.
Have you ever gotten a nosebleed randomly? It's maybe happened to me like 2-3 times in my entire life.
Yeah, it happened to a nephew was staying with us, and he woke up and the pillow was like all bloody when he woke up.
Shit, that's.
He just had to use nosebleed while he was sleeping.
Maybe 3 times, but yeah, dude, it's just fucking weird. I don't know what it is.
It's the capillaries.
We asked the important questions here, and I was just thinking. What else you got? You've been thinking?
Man, I've been thinking pages and pages. I think. Yeah. So, another one, I don't remember where I heard it when I was thinking about it, but basically, if you're going to bum a ride for somebody, you call somebody up and say, hey man, can you give me a ride? How long of a ride does it have to be before you're like, hey, I'll throw you $10 for gas? I mean, like 30 minutes. Is that too far to be like, hey, just a favor ride, or should you already be like, or is an hour and be like, oh man, hey, I'll give you some gas money if you do this? Because I mean, an hour is a long way to take somebody because it's an hour back. I mean, you got to dedicate some time.
I would say like 30 minutes because that's 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. Maybe it's like, hey, I'll throw you some gas money.
It's a quarter tank, maybe.
Everyone probably has a different opinion, though. Man, we used to do this all the time when we were teenagers, like just like putting $5 in the tank and then gas going up. It's like, oh shit, like who am I gonna bum gas money from when I take them around? Yeah, dude, this was like a huge deal back when we were teenagers. Not so much now, I guess.
Yeah.
But if you really need a ride somewhere, like I would say like 30 minutes, 30-minute drive, you should say I got some gas money for you.
Yeah, I'd agree.
You agree? 30-minute drive.
Yeah, max like 30 minutes. Anything like it'd probably be maybe even a little less than that. Maybe 22.
Maybe yeah,
at least offer.
Maybe a little
but
less,
like 30
on the highway.
Yeah, like if it goes 30 and above, I'd consider myself like, oh man, that was a total asshole move. Like I should have offered some money. Like
if I legit needed a ride, I'd be like, yeah, I'll give you some gas. I got you. Or I'll give you some money or like buy you a sandwich.
Yeah,
some equivalent of money.
Yeah, let's stop at a restaurant. I'll buy you lunch. You ain't doing shit anyways. I'll buy you lunch.
Yeah, that's like, oh, I don't need gas. Yeah, I'll buy you a sandwich. Come on.
Come on here.
Yeah, I hear you though. But it was crazy how it was just such a much bigger deal when we were younger, making fucking $6-7.50 an hour when we were teenagers, with part-time jobs, like paying for gas, like going a bunch of places.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, I need that $5. I need that $5, Chris.
I need that $5.
Yeah, I'm thankful now we all got salaries.
Yeah. Well, what's the smallest amount money-wise that you've put into?
Man, maybe like, well, this one time, it was when I was a teenager, my card was like on E, so was my tank. I meant to overdraw my account on purpose to get gas, but I didn't realize like it wouldn't let you do that, so it was like 21 cents.
Oh, man.
And I thought, like, man, I'm leaving, and someone's going to pull up, see 21 fucking cents. I pulled up once and saw, like, 16 cents, and I was just like, damn, someone is broke. I do remember once when a hurricane hit back in early 2000s, the gas was a commodity for a couple days. So I was waiting in line at a Shell for, like, an hour. I had cash, so like I ran inside. The car behind me already started honking. I only had $5 though, so the cashier was like, "You only have $5?"
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's all I got. But hey, it got me to where I needed to go. Got me the next day.
To the next.
But yeah, I waited in line there for like 45 minutes, an hour, just for $5 gas. Man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you beat me. I had like 55 cents. I was like, this will at least get me to the house. I can find some more change.
Yeah.
I had about 2 more miles to go. But you know what's funny is we were in France one time. Speaking of having to like bum from somebody. Yeah, we were at a gas station. And I guess the security zone or whatever. It's kind of like video games. If you buy a video game over in... Sorry, man, I can't fucking breathe. If you buy a video game over in Europe, you can't really play it over here because of some encryption. I don't know what it is, but it's like security zone or something. So we took our credit card over there, we put it in the thing, and it scans out and says, "Oh, error." And we go to the say, "Oh, you're in U.S., so your credit card's on." Maybe not that, or maybe it wasn't activated to be international card. But it's like separate zones.
So the wall plugs don't work.
Yeah.
And now the credit cards don't work in fucking Europe. It's just making it harder and harder to go to Europe, man.
So we were sitting there at the damn gas station. And we just had to walk over. I was like, we just got to ask somebody, hey. Because we had cash. But no, I forget what it was.
Francs, euros, I don't remember.
Or something, yeah. But
all of Europe switched to euros fairly recently. It was probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I forget what France had, but Yeah, that
Franks.
sounds like a mess. Like a lot of preparation just to go to fucking Europe vacation for a week. That's one reason why I probably won't go.
Yeah. But we asked somebody at the gas thing. He said, "Excuse me, our credit card won't work. Will you?" And he said, "Oh." And we started asking him. Oh, well, we asked him, "Hey, credit card." He said, "No, it won't work." He said, "Here, let me hit you up." He went over there and scanned his fucking card. He said, "Oh, you good? You good?" I said, "You sure? We give you?" He said, "No, no, no." So he's paid. I mean, of course, it's a tiny ass fucking car. It's a French. We rented it in Paris, and we were driving out to the Normandy to look at like the D-Day beaches and all that. And yeah, me. Oh, no, you good? You good? Baller, yeah, baller,
So we bought your gas.
yeah,
When was this? Like early 2000s?
yeah.
Gas was probably like $2.
2006 ish.
So gas was like $2 one night. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that because I have a core memory of in 2006 where my friend was complaining about gas being $2.20.
Yeah.
And I was just like, is that expensive? I don't know what gas is. It's just like nowadays, me with groceries, I don't know. Like, how much is a bag of rice? Is that like
Damn,
$20, $10?
Okay,
See, I have no idea.
yeah, I guess I'm at a point where if I need rice, I go grab the rice and just don't really do.
Yeah, so I'm just winging it all the time.
You under that one, or can I have that one?
Yeah, I have that, man. Crack her
yeah.
open, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, I can't breathe, so I'm like mouth.
Better
Fucking
chug
mouth
some
breathing.
liquid.
Yeah, so I gotta wet the damn
Mouth breather.
I gotta wet the fucking whistle, man. But yeah, I was just wondering, yeah, somebody was talking about it, and I was like, you know what? That's a pretty good question, because I've asked some pretty long rides. I've had people ask long rides of me, and I'm like, yeah, man, don't fucking worry about it. So, but at least they offered.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
What else you got? I think we got time for one more. Can you breathe?
Yeah. Have you ever tried to pick up a waitress in a restaurant?
No.
No.
I don't really have the confidence for that. But now with this whole woke thing and the Me Too stuff, like I think it's like not a good. I think it's a bad idea. Maybe unless you're really good looking. But I think it's bad etiquette to hit on waitresses and also women at work, even though that's kind of this catch-22 because you spend half your fucking life at work. And
Yeah.
you come home, you spend more time there during the week than you do at home.
I mean,
No, I've never tried picking up a waitress. Definitely seen plenty of ones I wanted to pick up.
I've tried, you try to hit on them.
I do see plenty of guys hitting on them. They usually go with it, but it's not like they ever give them.
I mean, I've never
number.
had one of them's like, you know what, sir? Meet me in the restroom.
I've never. Yeah, I've seen plenty of guys doing that, but I've never heard a girl say that or even at least give a number out.
This I've got numbers, but I think it was fake. But a friend of mine at the time, he was like, man, he said, I went out with this one dude, and he wrote his number out in French fries. He had, the fry basket or whatever, kind of like a Friends or something. He had the little fry basket on the side. He wrote his phone number in French fries. I was like, well, what happened?
Just gonna spread my fries out all over the table.
It's like, sir, now I gotta clean up the grease behind you. I was like, did she like, oh, yes.
That is so hot.
So
just
hot.
like these greasy God. French fries. No, I've never done that. I guess, maybe if you're like really good looking, but no, it just seems like bad etiquette to me.
Yeah. No, I mean,
And even like bartenders, like, is she flirting with me? Is she flirt? She's paying a lot of attention to me. Is she just doing her fucking job, or are we in love here? Like, what's going on?
Well, it's like the stripper. You fall in love with a stripper, and she's like, "Hey, I'm just trying to
in love with the strip." Yeah, it's like I'm just trying to get that cheese.
Yeah, I'm just working you.
Doing my freaking job. So yeah.
So it's almost our duty if we're getting worked. We should
another
work
reason, like, no, I've never tried to pick up waitresses.
Yeah.
It seems.
Well, where
futile.
would you try to pick up Waffle House waitress?
Yeah, I'll pick up any waitress. Or I mean, if she's good looking, if they're good looking, I don't really care where you work.
Yeah,
that's the God's honest truth. Like,
yeah, I've seen a couple of. They should do like a calendar.
Employee calendars,
like Waffle House
employee calendars.
Yeah,
show they have like chicks, tweakers.
Yeah. Leaning against the damn
Show
stove.
Fred on the fry cooker with 2 fingers missing. He's got scars on his face and he's missing 2 fingers, but he's going in the calendar.
So spreading freaking waffle butter on her chest.
I haven't been to Waffle House in a minute. I think I'm going to go pretty soon.
Yeah? Oh my God, I try to go.
And that's what I'm going to go do right now. So we going
unofficially brought to you by Waffle House.
Yeah.
No, I love it. Oh yeah, I try to go as many times as I can.
They got these Philly bowls now, like the Philly cheesesteak in a bowl kind of. It's really fucking good.
I get sometimes. Well, my classic. Classic is ham and cheese omelet. Then I get the hash browns with ham and cheese, which is covered and chunked, and a country ham.
Hell yeah.
And like that's typically, unless I'm feeling like froggy, I get like a damn one of those hash brown bowls.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's in my near future. So yeah, we're gonna call it a night and go to Waffle House.
Yeah. How we looking?
Well, we good.
We at Waffle House staff?
Yeah, we are. I'm gonna get me a big old waffle. One time when I was 14, I went in there, asked if they had pancakes.
Really? What'd they say?
Well, he was nice enough and just said, "No, we have waffles." It's like you are very plain and straightforward. I will remember this day for the rest of my life because I just got fucking humbled. I mean, they totally can make a pancake, but like they got the waffle fryers. They got like 50 of them. Like, dude, we're gonna make you a waffle, bro. It's the same fucking thing, and it's Waffle House.
You feel like, hey, you know what? Just throw it on the grill, man. You can
just pour it on the grill.
Yeah, ain't nobody
flip
here.
It. All right, that's what's up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for your support. We really mean it. We are trying to entertain you, and we hope that you enjoy it. Like, comment. You know what? We're still building. We're still growing. Let us know how we're doing. Until next time, John Farmer, James Wilson,